If you maintain the proper friendship, you are capable of keeping yourselves totally upkeep mentally. Yes, friendship is such a doctor which can cure your mental disease. And you know what's the connections between the mental and the physical? If you can become mentally well health, and then you'll be definitely become the physically well. There are big connections between the mental and the physical activities in our life. And that's why it is very much essential in our life to maintain the proper friendship. Life should be balanced between the professions and between the self, personal hygiene and the health, and also friendship, relationships. Not only friendships, but the entire relationships. But friendship is a special kind of the relationships which when you can open up your heart, you cannot disclose your every words to your relatives, even to your wife and your siblings and also your parents, you cannot discuss everything. But if you have the bosom friend in your life, you can disclose everything in your life. Similarly, it is the friends who can render your service even in the midnight without thinking about the health, his or her health. That is called the proper bonding and the proper friendship. It's quite essential. In my childhood, I enjoyed the friendships in my colliery accommodations with my childhood friends. And that times we didn't think about that who is taking care of our friends. We are all concerned to each other. And there were the days when we used to share our pen, our exercise book, and also our wristwatch. There were some days that my friend has to go to appear examinations. He didn't have the wristwatch. He used to take the wristwatch from me so that he can maintain his time in the exam hall while writing. And without any hesitations, I used to give him. Because it is a very small matter. It is a small kind of the generosity and the interest. Just like we used to play with each others, we used to share our happening in the days and what the fun we have achieved and what the difficulty we had faced. Because we felt that while discussing all these things, while disclosing all these things, we get the entertainment and as well as keep something's emptiness so that I could empty out all the burdens, all the trauma which I might have felt during the day. Friends in need is friends indeed. This is the well cliched words of what we find out. And therefore it is much necessary to maintain the good friend so that I can help my friend in the odd times and my friend also can help in my odd time. In case I am in the troubles, I am indebted with a lot many monies. In such case, my friend can help, and similarly, I can reciprocate my friend also in the time of the necessity. Friendship is required in the mind. I remember sometimes when I joined recently, Hindustan Zinc Limited. At that time, there was a very tough boss, and entire day there was the tremendous work pressures because the boss used to give me the special task for following up the materials, being a planner, as well as the section engineers. But for no fault of mine, sometimes I had to suffer his strong rebuke, strong fire. But all used to gone when we friends met after the knocking hours of the duty. It was quite fun discussing his activities with a lot of fun, fear, and the humor. So that is the magic of the friendships. And some days, forgetting all the anxieties and agonies in the professional's life, we used to go to the cinema hall after the work when we were bachelors. And it was the sensation of relaxation so while watching the movies. So friendship is very much essential. Friendship is always impose you to forget about the worries and the anxieties in the life. Keep good friend, and your success will be at the end. And it happened, and in my personal life I have seen many persons who used to become the introvert despite having the lot of knowledge, bookish knowledge. They never succeeded in the life. Whereas their counterpart, they are quite average, but for maintaining the good relationship in the office along with the colleagues and also outside the office in the society, they were very popular and they were successful as well in their mission. Friendship is essential because of that. So, I cannot end it up describing the benefits of the friendships. Friendship is such a precious that you can catapult your career up to the pinnacle of the success with that spaceship. Friendship benefits is that it can make you mentally balanced. It can help you to forget all the worries and agonies for the time being while discussing with friends. It can create a lot of activity. Because of that, you can enjoy the humors and the laughter. The laughter is also good for your health. And you will have some emotional balance because of the friends. And there are some friends who are quite known for talking you the correct and the right words. For that you might feel something bad, but even then, in the long term, it's beneficial for you because we have a lot of the blind spot in us. We cannot see it directly. But whereas there are some friends who used to say in a straightforward way, it's very good for you to understand your blind spot, and you can work on that to improve your, to mitigate your black spot which is blind for you. So friendship can indicate you what is your fault. And friendship can handhold you to learn certain professions and to guide you in the certain directions towards your success. So all these benefits are quite good if you maintain the good friendship in your life. So my dear friend, don't hesitate to make friendships, and don't wait to make the friendship when the perfect match happens in your life. Nothing is perfect in this world. Whatever you find it, definitely I can tell you that every one of us bestowed with some good qualities and also cursed with some bad qualities. And that's why with the combination of the good and bad, you need to accept the people on the case-to-case basis. And if you select for the perfect teams, perfect members who can be your friend, in such cases nobody is perfect. You need to wait for the eternity to find that perfect place, perfect friend. So, to conclude that, having known so much benefits in the friendships, embrace each other to have the friend in the real life situation. That will be very much helpful to maintain you the balanced life in your entire lifespans, and it can enhances your lifespan as well. The research shows that the persons who didn't have the friends, that develop many kind of the mental and the neurological disease like Alzheimer's disease and the loneliness. So forget about that things, and for the good futures, have a balanced life through your friendship. That's all.